Welcome back to News 13 this morning, and we are learning more today about the recent decision for Bay District school leaders to delay fall sports.
Yeah, Mackenzie McClintock live here in our studios for more on that story. Mackenzie, what can you tell us?
Hey, Chris and Aaron, that's right. Well, everybody, we have Superintendent Bill Husfeldt and Rutherford Principal Coy Pilson standing by this morning to learn more about that decision. And something that Mr. Husfeldt has been filling us in on is really it was a decision that you don't feel like was maybe portrayed the right way to everybody at home. So we're going to give you the opportunity right now to be able to speak on that and further explain why you guys decided to delay fall sports.
Yes, we've been waiting for FHSA to put out what they were going to do, and they gave us a lot of flexibility, but within their meeting and the information was the SMAC report, which is the medical people recommendations. And so I'd reached out to Mike Nobles, who's been a volunteer for years with athletics and sports in Bay County, and also Ray Morris, who is a trainer, and asked them to read over that and give the principals a summary of that on our conference call last week. Okay. And so, or it was Monday, I believe. And so they gave us a summary report of that at the beginning, and there was some things that the principals weren't aware of and we weren't aware of that we wanted to make sure we train our coaches on, and more information about the impact of COVID on the body, especially young people. And so we've got a planning set up for that. But in the conversation, I told the principals that Escambia County, Leon County, Santa Rosa County, and now even Okaloosa County, they were delaying starting sports for about 2 weeks. And so we talked about that, and the reasoning for all that, all the superintendents, was let's get school started. And you know, the anxiety of starting school right now with COVID is real. And so they didn't want to have to worry about having athletic problems at the same time having school problems. And so they wanted to put it off for a little bit, and we talked about it and voted. It was never a recommendation from Dr. Nobles. He didn't even discuss that part of it. I brought that up and we talked about it, and the principals voted, and they all overwhelmingly, they agreed. They wanted to delay sports and say, let's start school, let's let the academic focus take place first. But we did back up the date now because their goal was just to not have that overlap of school going on. But if we start practices on September 4th, there are still no school days between then and Labor Day. So we're giving them a few more days. The principals asked to do that if they talked with Mr. Balcom this week. And so we're going to let them start practicing on Friday afternoon. That'd be volleyball and football and any of the fall sports, Friday, September 4th.
Okay, great. And of course, we also just want to give a message, everybody, here to some of those athletes. Mr. Pilson, I empathize with those people as a former varsity athlete myself. So if you could explain in 30 seconds, of course, what you guys want athletes to know right now, what would that be?
That we want to support you, and that we care about athletics as well, and we just want all athletes to be safe. And there was some information shared with us that as principals we didn't know, and we want all of our coaches and support staff to know that so they can be prepared for any situation with our athletes. And we felt like we needed more time to get them that information.
Of course. Well, guys, we appreciate you being here with us, and we will talk to them one more time in 13 to go. And of course, we'll make all of this information available later today on our website. That's mypanhandle.com. We're going to go ahead and send things back over Chris and Aaron and Lauren's way. Good morning.